You've made millions of dollars on television over the decades, and you're selling free stuff you get for like $20.
I don't really give a what anybody thinks about that.
Coming up on the Valley After Show.
You need to go get help.
I'll never forgive you for this.
I have always wanted him to be a better person.
Go to this facility. This has nothing to do with money.
What money has he ever made? Like, Jesus.
Am I glad I did it? It saved my life.
I've been with her crying because you called her ugly, fat.
I've seen it, I've read it, and he would say that I looked like a tree trunk.
Things can be misconstrued in.
Who's the nanny?
Doesn't matter.
He was a horrible husband and he's a horrible ex-husband.
She said, I might be moving into Aaron's house, and I spoke to my lawyer, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There is a thong on my bathroom sink.
I'm gonna throw up.
The baby wipe just so happened to have been on there.
Wait, what happened?
Skin to the winds. Like, put it back in.
The Valley After Show starts right now.
Tom and I had a bar crawl we were doing, and we obviously it's 99% girls. And if you saw the underwear, there was like a tag on it, and some girl just kind of threw their underwear. If you saw them, they're obviously perfectly. There was no, the baby wipe just so happened to have been on there, but they were not dirty underwear. There was nobody's panties. It was just like a random fan.
That's a likely story.
What happened?
He's not there. I go in and I like go upstairs to see if I want to grab any extra clothes or stuff out of the bathroom. There is a thong on my bathroom sink. Why was there a baby wipe on top of it?
I'm gonna throw up.
So basically, some nasty girl was in my marital home and used my son's baby wipes to wipe her cuckoo before she went and had sex with Jax. In my bed, I'm sure.
Ew,
Yeah.
she's wiping her stanky vajay
Yeah.
before she gets
And it was-
pounded out.
So there wasn't a girl that belonged to the thong
Right.
at the house that you were banging?
Not at that time.
When I tell you that it was the most basic ass thong,
Who wears straight up white thongs? Am I crazy for thinking, like, I only wear dark colored underwear? And if you're getting spray tans or you know you have an issue with skid marks,
She's hooking up with Jax. That's
like, don't do it.
In my defense, hold on. People weren't throwing their thongs around on the party
No, they
bus.
weren't throwing around. One girl just handed me a thong, like, you know.
See, the story changes.
Luke was on that bus. Luke was on that pub crawl, so that was bull. Like, nothing about that story was even true. It's not like it kind of happened, so maybe it was like, Luke's like, what is he talking about?
yeah.
of course he has lies upon lies. And he's like, some girl, like, they were throwing their underwear at us on the bar crawl. And he's like, ask Tom. Tom will tell you, ask Tom.
It was a throw, and now it's a handoff.
No, like some girl gave you.
He's like, fine, I cleaned up, and I meant to throw away her underwear, but
This is not going to bode well for the crawl.
Jax is really good at making up stories that fit his narrative.
Oh my God. He can create the craziest narratives.
Yeah.
I mean, since the first time I met him, that he went to Michigan State and then he was like in the Navy and he was deployed to Afghanistan. Like, that's why he has his freedom tattoo
No.
and like all the that we thought to be true. No. None of it.
do you have a thong on right now? Or
I don't, but I'm just saying, no, it was, yeah, and I had it in my my bag. I keep a fanny pack with me when I, like, kind of like a wallet, because I got so much stuff in there, and I had it tucked in there.
We need a
But
DNA
no.
test.
Like the details, it's wild. Like I lie about being late. I'm like, oh, the traffic or whatever. His version would be like, so there was this teal blue Mustang, it was so ugly, and it like cut me off, but then like the guy didn't have plates and like hit my car, so then we had to pull over, and it's like the most elaborate story you've ever heard, and all that happened was like he left 5 minutes late or something.
I would be honest, I would say I had a girl at the house, because I did have a girl at the house. I did. So I would just say it was hers, but it's not.
I took that as a you, Brittany, because ain't no way you're cheating, having somebody over, and don't cover your shit up. That was
not cheating.
I really think he wanted her to see
cheating.
it. I don't care. Whatever.
Right. But I'm just saying it wasn't cheating. It was, I want to break the rules that we set up.
They had rules for each other.
Yeah.
No one is to come into this house
Marital home.
and don't bring, any thoughts, and I won't bring any dudes around Cruz. There were
Exactly.
just two rules.
Yeah.
And she followed the rules. He didn't.
He knew what he was doing.
He wanted
He's
to.
probably the one that
He knew he was
put the wipe on top.
to show her, like, I had sex with her. Like, come on, cover up your mess.
Also, why are you leaving
Vagina wipes and
skin to the
thongs.
winds? Like, put it back in.
Or like hide them, throw them away, wrap them in toilet paper, throw it away or something. Like to leave it just on the
She
counter.
probably knew Jax doesn't care.
Or she wanted Brittany to find it.
Or she wanted Brittany to
That's what I'm thinking. Jax is nasty. I will never go anywhere near that man's penis ever again. Disgusting.
I've never in my life have ever called her fat. I would never ever call her that. No.
Complete liar.
I've been with her crying because you called her ugly, fat, told her
I've
nobody
never
wants
called her fat.
Jax, I've read the
Never,
text and
never.
I've been here when you've said it.
I love women that look like her.
I've seen it, I've read it, I've been there in person for years. I mean, literally right after she gave birth to Cruz, calling her fat. Amongst like much worse ways to say it.
I'm sure Lala's seen that.
Yeah, I have.
I've read text messages.
No, I've been there 1,000 times.
She's
where
showed
he's
me text
like,
messages, so.
Get on a treadmill. Get on a treadmill. Why aren't you working out? Like, you need to work out. You're so fat.
He would talk about my body all the time. I've got stretch marks from having his son. He would say that I looked like a tree trunk.
And hasn't he said things like that even in front of her family? Like, her family has been around and he still will say things and insult her.
Yeah, he would say it in front of my friends.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what he would say to you behind closed doors.
Have I said mean things? Of course. What relationship have you ever been in that people don't get in arguments and fights? That's going to happen in any relationship. But as far as attacking her body, no, I love the way she looks. That's the one thing that I love about her. I love her body. I love everything about it.
When Jax has a camera to his face or an interview or something, he knows how to charm people.
Of course
he knows how to say all the right things. But if we're just hanging out at my house and I'm having a party, he doesn't care to say things in front of everybody.
The narcissist does wonders when he's on display.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes things can be misconstrued. But no, you know, and Brittany's got a big team behind her. She's got a lot of, you know, girl power behind her, but they try to fit things to fit their narrative. But no, that's one thing I would never do. No.
She's gonna show up with the receipts, the screenshots.
He would say to me that I don't have any real friends, nobody likes me here, and he never wanted me to like vent to my friends, so he would try to make me feel like I don't have any friends because he didn't ever want me to tell, because Jax liked our marriage and stuff to look so happy and so good, and I would never leave him.
His Instagram?
Yeah.
Just doing dad stuff.
Yeah.
When the wife needs you to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah.
Please.
So that's like what he wanted everybody to think. But he, to me, was horrible. He would go out to people and talk about how amazing I was, like in public and stuff. But then he would come home that very same day and tear me to pieces. And then he would cool off for like 30 minutes, an hour, and then come back like nothing ever happened. You know, it was just easier for me to just like go about my day, and I would just hold it in. And it was like really wearing on me. I was breaking out in hives. I was throwing up all the time. I broke out in hives every day for an entire year. And now
I remember that.
Yeah. It was because I was holding in everything that he was doing to me and like believing his things that he was saying to me.
Remember when you broke out in hives and then the left side of your body was completely numb?
Yeah.
You had to go to the hospital?
Yeah. And they said they couldn't figure out anything that was wrong other than stress. And I don't do that anymore. And it's because I don't live with him anymore.
Did that start early on in your relationship?
I think he's like always kind of done it, like nights out and stuff would be bad, or like, you know, different things, but it definitely got worse, especially like around like Vanderpump was over and he didn't like have anything going on and this and that. Like he was treating me so bad. And then, you know, I feel like it just got worse. Like I guess he wasn't attracted to me anymore or something, and he like let me know it.
And I feel at the beginning he was kind of trying to get you used to his behavior. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what they do, is they like kind of like slow roll it so that you take one ding and you're like, okay, that wasn't so bad. And then by the time you're where you are now, you're like, how did I let all of that slide?
Yeah. And I'm just speaking the truth. So I'm not trying to, it's not bashing somebody whenever they actually did these things.
You're allowed to speak on your own experience. This is how someone
I hate
affected
people.
you.
Yeah, I just hate people being like, you shouldn't bash the father of your child. I'm like,
the father of my child should have thought about it. Don't give me anything to talk about.
Like I shouldn't be blamed for the way he treated me. It's ridiculous.
I'm totally down for bashing the baby daddies.
Kristen Doney giving me life advice. I don't have anything to say about this other than this has been the worst year of my life.
You have to control the impulses, the rage, the reactions. It's not easy, dude. You're not allowed to be around Cruz by yourself. That is terrifying. I don't understand how rock bottom for you is not right now.
I've had that conversation with Jax if I had a penny for every time, including like even since then. I think in the moment, I think he's listening. I think he's responding truly and engaging. And I think the second the conversation's over, it's all gone.
Jesus Christ himself could have came down and had a talk with me. I was like, not going to have it. And then I got Kristen telling me about, what's going on. I just didn't see it. Instead of just dealing it with like a mature way, I just went rogue. I just went to war. And I'll tell you what, the drugs didn't help.
I'd been worried about Jax for a little while. I spoke with Julian about this a few times. We were worried that one day we're going to wake up to a headline, about Jax Taylor
Instead, it was
passed away.
just Jax Taylor rear-ending somebody.
Yeah, so I was definitely worried about him, and that's why when there was a night where when he just found out about those text messages from Julian, and I know he called me, and Brittany called Janet, and I just heard him screaming at Brittany, so I'm like, I'm coming over, I'm getting you right now. Took him to a hotel.
I want him to be better. And I think people don't realize how much, I think most of us, if not all of us, want him to be better because it only benefits Brittany and Cruz.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part is like, I want to strangle him because he just doesn't get it.
I think he doesn't know how to process those emotions that he was going through, really.
I think at that moment, Jack should have realized he was at rock bottom, but I don't think that he did realize it at all at the moment. I think that when he was in rehab, though, it did ultimately help him see, man, like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I can't even see my kid. Like, I really need to take a deep look at myself.
I still don't feel like he has the panic of rock bottom. I think at the beginning, too, he almost like enjoyed his alone time. Mm-hmm. Like he was like, okay, like Brittany moved out and stuff and Cruz, but now I can I don't have any no responsibilities. Like I don't have to do anything.
Brittany always took care of the house as well. And so she would tell me like, oh, I just put groceries there. And I'm like, don't do any of that. He is not your responsibility.
At the end of the day, he is the father of my child. I still have so much love for that man because we were together for 10 years. I have always, always, always wanted him to be a better person. I've needed him to get help. But the main reason is because of our beautiful, innocent son. Like, he deserves to have a mother and a father who are both happy and both doing good. So he needs to get his shit together. Not for us to ever be back together, but to be a better father.
He's also making excuses, though, of why he didn't think he needed to go to a facility. All you need to think about is your son. This has nothing to do with money.
I had been with Brittany where her and multiple other people were on the phone with Jax and they were like, you need to go into rehab. He's like, no, I need to make money for my family. Number one, what money has he ever made?
Canada
Like,
thing.
Jesus Christ.
Toronto.
Yeah, like, I need to go to this appearance to make $4,000. Dude, calm the down.
Dude, it's a drop in the bucket. Go to this facility, lose whatever you're gonna lose, because it's the rest of your life you're talking about. It's the rest of your relationship with your son that you're talking about. Man up, make the change, and make the sacrifices that you need to be able to stay in these people's lives that you deeply care about.
I blamed everybody else. I don't need this shit. My ego was, I could barely fit through the door when I got in there. Like, I don't need to be here. It took me a few days to warm up. It took somebody to come up to me and be like, listen, I don't know who you are. But you seem like you're really standoffish. And she's like, listen, you paid to be here. Let this place work for you. You're here. You might as well just do the work. You might as well let your guard down. But am I glad I did it? Yeah. Yeah, it saved my life. It saved my life. I'm probably still here right now because of Brittany and everybody saying, listen, you need to go.
He wasn't planning on going to this rehab facility on that specific day. So he had some loose ends he needed tied.
When he went to rehab, Jason was like, you need anything, man? He was like, yeah, actually, I have this mascara that I sold on eBay. Can you drop it off at the post office for me? And Jason's like, that's what you need?
He's running an eBay shop?
Oh yeah.
From his house?
He's actually got pissed at me for a few times recently about this. I'm like, dude, it's funny. You've made millions of dollars on television over the decades and you're selling free stuff you get on eBay for $20.
He's selling
like the Jenny Craig tote bags?
Yes. There was a Monopoly board that they got, press stuff or
PR packages he's selling.
Yeah. One was a coffee mug.
I don't really give a what anybody thinks about that. I will continue to do that and I will always do that.
Does your store have a name?
No, I just have an eBay. I buy, sell, I have a collection of all kinds of, all my toys I bought, everything I sell on there. I got rid of a lot during COVID because, we were scraping money at that time, but I think everybody was. I think everybody was selling at that time. I literally got rid of all my cars, everything.
The time put into putting up the ad, writing a description, adding the brand, taking the photo, and then mailing it, sending it to an order.
And he's always like, well, dude, I mean, look at all this money I've made, like, blah, blah, blah. It's
listen.
But
I'm not defensive. I'm never going to stop doing that. Like, I'm always going to do that. I don't understand the problem that people have with me making extra money. And gas is expensive. Cruises, school's expensive. Why not?
he's not selling it like, this is like worn by Jax Taylor. He's just like a random guy on eBay selling like some protein shake. Like he switches protein powder, there's half a thing left. He's like, $20, half a thing of protein powder.
Not ever happened to empty Opal. It was always been full things. I would have. I get a lot of.
You know what he could make a lot of money for? A pair of panties with a baby wipe. You should put that in the eBay store.
All right, are we done?
And he actually is sensitive about it when you call him out on it. Like he doesn't like being called out on this.
That might be his hobby.
I love it. It's a hobby. I like buying, selling, and trading.
This guy's sober now. He has nothing else to do but buy and sell.
I don't see a wrong thing to do by selling things on eBay. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Did you drop the mascara off at the post office?
You know what? I did drop the mascara off at the post office for him. And I didn't even Venmo request him the $4.50 postage stamp. I picked it up. I got it for him.
You're a good friend, Jason.
So.
You're a good friend. Michelle, how is co-parenting going with Jesse these days?
It has not been fun.
Our situation is not good.
We agreed on a schedule, and you said forget it. I never said that, and that's not true.
Michelle, you told me.
Jesse.
Here's the schedule now. You will drop her off to the nanny.
Who's the nanny?
Doesn't matter who.
It does matter who the nanny is. I'm her mother.
We're doing our best with Isabella. We just changed her schedule. So we're doing every other weekend, 2-2-3 now since the beginning of this year.
I don't want to take Isabella away from her dad. That is the reason why I moved a couple blocks away, and we're very close. So we have a little bubble, and we split her 50-50. So every 2 days we see her, so that it's not a long time that she goes without each parent. Mm-hmm. And then now we have her every other weekend. As she gets older in the custody, I put that we'll do 5 days at a time when we feel like it's appropriate. Because I don't want her to be, a week without her mom or her dad.
Yeah.
Michelle just recently moved into her boyfriend's house. Conveniently forgot to tell me, but I put the pieces together. She told me a month prior, she said, I might, when my lease ends, be moving into Aaron's house. And I spoke to my lawyer, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's how the relationship is.
We just moved in together. Isabella absolutely loves it. And it feels like a home that I haven't had for a long time. And I love it. Like when I have Isabella, we have family dinners. And I used to just do all of that by myself. So the fact that I have a partner, even though that's not her father, he treats her as if he's a stepdad.
Aaron's really, really good guy. Mm-hmm. And he cooks. What I would give.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
When I found out that she was moving into his house, I contacted Michelle and her team, and I said, look, this is a 30-something-year-old man with no experience with children. If Michelle can't perform her custodial duties for, if she has to go out for a girls' dinner or something like that, I have first right of refusal to take her. Michelle said, absolutely not. And then I talked to him on the phone, and he's like, oh, no, Michelle and I have had a conversation. I don't plan to be a caretaker. She's already said, if this situation arises, she'll call you or get a nanny. And I'm like, all right, so I proposed the exact same thing. Why did she say no? And then I asked him, I said I wanted to come at least see what her living arrangement is like, bathroom arrangement, the house in general. And he said that something like Michelle doesn't feel safe doing that, but I'll send you pictures and videos, which she never did. And to be honest, Isabella's very happy with the situation. She likes her room. She likes her bathroom. He has a porch where all her toys are.
That's good.
I know Michelle's a good mother and wouldn't put Isabella in a harmful position. And I know Aaron's a good guy and wouldn't do the same. It's less about control and it's more about safety and security.
I call it a roller coaster because if he's in a good mood, he thinks that we're okay. And when he's hungover in a bad mood, then it's all my fault. And so I believe he's a great father, but he was a horrible husband and he's a horrible ex-husband.
I couldn't be like happier to be with like someone who gets me on like a cellular level.
Oh, Benji.
So do you think you would want to move in for at least the summer?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm gonna try not to cry. This is honestly, are you gonna say ruin my spray tan? I'm gonna hit you. I think everybody saw how like distraught I was. I had found the person that I wanted to move forward with in life, and I thought I was gonna lose it. We broke up.
Like completely?
He possibly could be deported, and like his visa didn't get renewed. And I was super sad when I thought that we weren't gonna be able to move forward or figure out how to navigate this like really nuanced situation of like, he's technically still married and he ain't American.
Yeah, I was like, Zach, what's happening here? Zach doesn't like date anybody. Like he's never really had he had like maybe a couple guys he's dated since we lived together.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, he really loves this guy. He's falling for him, but he doesn't live here. He's still married. I mean, he's from Canada. What the hell's going on? So I was
Jasmine
a little
was putting
sus.
up her like, you know,
Yeah,
her
I was
like, what?
But now I love him. I'm obsessed with him.
I love Benji.
Love. Benji can handle Zach.
Yes. And like,
It's like when I met
bounces
Luke
energy.
and people were like,
Yeah.
wow, Luke can handle Kristen and love her for who she is. That's how I feel about Benji.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to dull Zach's sparkle.
Yeah.
And to think this all started with a grinder date. So that he brought him to my house and said they'd been dating for 3 weeks. And then
I love that.
Then months down the road, he was like, I actually knew him for about 2 hours.
Stop it.
I'm like, you brought some stranger over to Kristen in my apartment. I will say, I could tell Zach was definitely more into him than any other guy I've seen Zach with. So I was happy for that. And I thought Benji was really smart. He's an optometrist.
He should be the face of Grindr. Like, you too can find love if you choose.
How's the living situation?
My roommate was like, things are way cleaner with Benji. Benji wears flip-flops inside my house because he thinks the floors are too dirty. I'm like, yeah, because I got to keep up appearances. He just flew back to Canada yesterday. He has to stay there for a month. He has to go through his divorce hearing. This is the one that kind of tells us what's going to happen. He's already gotten an offer to have an education visa. So he just comes in and out on a normal
like a vacation thing?
visa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he just
back.
comes in vacations with me and then leaves. And then we just do it again until we can finally figure out the full situation.
You know, it's interesting because we had just sold Sheena and Brock their house. My history with Sheena really was only business. So I don't know why she wants to get all up in my business.
She's told people, including a friend of mine, that she's sleeping with other
And
people.
who's this friend? I'll call him right now.
Sheena.
Perfect. Let's call Sheena.
Let's call Sheena.
My friend in Orange County.
She's been sleeping with other guys. Is that true or false?
That is correct, verbatim. She straight up told me this.
First time meeting her.
And I'm like, why are you telling this to me when you know the first thing I'm going to do is repeat it to her?
Yeah, she knew that we were very close.
Yeah.
Sheena does what Sheena does. She's like, oh, so how long you guys been dating? She starts asking the questions, you know.
I just was shocked that she was being so open with this information.
She probably led her to the question, are you in love? No, we're not in love, you know.
Apparently they were just like openly talking about it at the party. But it is funny though.
I mean, I've been around same friend groups and people are not sharing all of their dirty laundry with me. There's something about Sheena.
Yeah.
When Sheena's, she gets all the tea and then she comes back and spills it for all of us.
She's a good storyteller, that Sheena.
Oh, she has all the secrets.
She finds a way to insert herself to stay relevant, in my opinion.
I mean, this is in the same vein. She likes to keep her finger on the pulse of everything going on, and
must be exhausting.
And she, by nature, she's a gossip queen. She always knows everything going on with everybody. She's the first to know. She's got a lot of little birds out there.
It just comes down to like, she's so interested in what's going on. She just loves it. And she wants to ask. She'll just ask you straight up. She'll ask the questions.
Sheena has more time in a day than everybody else. Like, so Sheena works hard. She's a great mother. She's, you know.
She knows what's going on with everybody.
And she keeps up with her friends like no other. Like, is she just always on the phone all the time?
She communicates with people like no other. Like, if she was a personal assistant, she would communicate with everybody.
It's impressive.
Honestly, like between her and her mother, the conversations that they have, that's where they just like constantly ask, like, wow. I'm like, who cares? We don't need to know that granular detail of what's going to happen when we get to the store. Let's just go to the store and figure it out.
Yeah.
No, they need to go in there with a plan. They want to know what the exits are, like what in case of emergency, worst case scenarios. And she's just consistently in her head, struggling with her stuff and just like solving everyone's problems.
So what's your relationship with Sheena like today?
I mean, we're very cordial. I mean, we don't hang out. I don't hang out with Brock. Like I don't hang out with the people that are behind Michelle. Like,
if it's not beneficial for her, she won't be around. That's in my opinion.
I can see
and
that.
If
That's
it's
a
not
little
benefiting
harsh.
her or keeping her relevant, she wants no part of it.
She wouldn't invite me over for like a birthday party, you know what I mean? But like, I would probably I know I would invite her. I was thinking about the list this morning for Isabella's birthday. Like, I'll invite her and Brock and Summer and, you know, I might not invite Lala, but that's a different story.